Once upon a time, in a small Italian town nestled between rolling hills and vineyards, lived a young girl named Elena. Elena was known throughout the town for her beautiful singing voice and her passion for music. She loved to play the violin and dreamed of one day becoming a world-renowned musician. One day, while exploring her grandfather's attic, dusty and filled with old furniture, Elena stumbled upon an old wooden box. Inside lay a violin, its surface covered with a white cloth. As she carefully uncovered the violin, she realized it was unlike any instrument she had ever seen before. Its wood was richly colored and intricately carved with delicate floral patterns. There was something about this violin that seemed strangely familiar to her, like a half-remembered dream. But as she lifted the violin, her heart sank. It was missing strings. Elena took the violin to her grandfather, a renowned violin maker himself, hoping he could help restore it. But upon seeing the instrument, his face fell. "Ah, that old thing," he sighed. "Throw it away. It's useless without strings." Elena's heart shattered. Was this cherished instrument, which seemed to hold so much promise, destined to be nothing more than firewood? Undeterred, Elena decided to take matters into her own hands. She cleaned the violin, spending hours each day polishing and repairing its body until it gleamed like new. She then carried it everywhere she went, even though it had no strings and made a sorrowful sound. Whenever she passed by, people would stop and stare at the girl with the silent violin. Some shook their heads in pity, while others openly mocked her, calling her the girl with the silent violin. But Elena didn't care what they said. She believed that this violin was more than just a collection of wood, and that with a little love and care, it would sing like the nightingale. Years passed, and Elena grew older, but she never forgot about the violin. She kept it with her at all times, hoping that one day she would find the right strings to make it sing. Then one day, as fate would have it, a famous violin maker from another town heard about Elena and her grandfather's extraordinary violin. He traveled to their town to see the instrument for himself. Upon seeing the violin, the master's eyes widened in amazement. "This is no ordinary instrument," he exclaimed. "It is hand-carved by one of the finest luthiers in the world. With the right strings, it will sing like you won't believe." The master violin maker took the violin back to his shop, where he spent weeks searching for the perfect strings. Finally, he found them, 4 strings that matched the violin perfectly. He returned to Elena, and when she put the strings on the violin and played it, the sound was unlike anything anyone had ever heard before. It was rich, full, and resonant, like the sound of 1,000 angels singing. People from all over came to hear Elena play the violin, and soon she became famous throughout the land for her beautiful music. Those who had once mocked her now wept at the sound of her violin, wishing they had believed in her when she had first played for them. As the years went by, Elena's music touched the hearts of millions, and she became one of the most celebrated musicians of her time. But she never forgot the people of her town who had doubted her and her violin, and whenever she returned home, she would play for them, reminding them that sometimes the greatest music comes from the most unexpected places. And so the tale of Elena and her violin became a legend, passed down through generations, a story about believing in your dreams and never giving up, no matter how difficult things may seem. For who knows? The next time you hear a song that touches your heart, it might just be the music of Elena and her violin echoing through the ages.